Hey YouTube, Gallagher123123 back with you. Been a while, but it's great to be back. I have something very cool to show you today. What you see in front of you is the Focus 14 Blue Braille Display. The 14 cell Braille Display from VFO, well, now VFO, they used to be Freedom Scientific. But it's a nice little 14 cell Braille display. Now you might be thinking, showing all the sides, why are you showing us this? Well, you may have heard some talk, if you're following AT and keeping up with it, you may have heard about a nice little device that VFO has recently come out with called ElBraille. Basically what ElBraille is, I'll show it to you actually. So this is a Focus 14. I'm going to reach over here and grab something. I'm going to slide the Focus 14 over a little bit to make room. And now the two are side by side. This is the ElBraille dock. And what this basically is a Windows 10 computer. Actually, it is a Windows 10 computer. And you're seeing next to it, I have the Focus 14. I'm just going to zoom in so you get a good look. And yes, that's exactly what you're seeing. So, what VFO has done is they have basically created, well, actually, it was created by this group in Russia called Alita Group. They're the people behind this, but VFO sells it here in this country. So what they have basically done is made a docking station, Windows 10 docking station for the Focus 14 Blue. So basically, it turns your Focus 14 Blue into a full-fledged Windows 10 computer in a NoteTaker form. So, I got this about 2 weeks ago, actually, at the NFB convention. So, let's put it together and I'll show you how this works. So what I'm going to start to do is kind of put the display there, and then you may see, actually I'm going to remove that for a minute, that there is a micro USB cable in here. That is what connects this all together. So what I'm going to do, unfortunately I will have to put down the phone, but I'll try and describe it as I'm doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this phone down. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going to do my best to describe. I'm holding the Focus 14 Blue in my hands, and now I'm going to kind of put it on top of the dock, and I have it slightly tilted. Here, I'm going to pick up the phone so you can see. So it's kind of, I have it tilted, which is giving me access to that USB port, which is on the left side of the dock, and that matches with the USB port on the Focus 14. And then I'm just trying to wiggle it around a bit until, this is probably challenging. I've plugged in so many USB cables, but this is not the easiest thing to do. But thankfully, as you'll see in a minute, that you really don't need to do this often. Any second. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, you're going to hear me struggle a bit. That's okay, I always struggle a little bit with this. I don't know, I find it to be the hardest part. Okay, I'm just going to try putting it all like that. Sometimes I have a bit of an easier time. Come on, get in there. Oh! Okay, just so you can see, I just got it. And you can see the cable is right in there. So now what you do is you kind of press this in to place. Again, I'm gonna have to put the phone down. Good. Okay. Now I have it. And now the last step is there's this little cover that is kind of magnetic and it just goes in. So as you can see, it's all put together. Now, really quickly, let me just see how much time we have left.
Speech on. 6 minutes, 2 seconds. Speech off.
Okay. A little time, I'm gonna try and move a little quicker. I'm gonna go over here and I wanna grab the carrying case. It comes with a really nice carrying case. I'm actually gonna move the ElBraille over here for a sec so I can show you this case. And here it is. The ElBraille basically goes inside this, and I'll show you in a minute when we put it in. But you've got some nice stuff in here. You got pockets for USB and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's put the ElBraille in, and this is very easy to do. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna kinda bring the phone down, holding it open, kind of, and just pushing it back. And there you go. And now there are 2 snaps that you have to do. And so I can do them a little bit easier. I am gonna put the phone down, but they're just, you know, the kind of snaps. Or we'll see. Let's see, maybe I can. Oh, there's one. I'll take this hand and do this one. The left one is good. Oh, and it's in. So now I'm just gonna close it. And then to close the case, there are also 2 snaps that you have to do. And that's what it looks like when it's closed. And there's a little zipper up pocket here where you can store like a thumb drive or business cards. I have a flash drive in there with something I got from the convention. And then I have a business card in there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and zipper this back up. Okay. Now for the fun stuff. Let's open the cable. Open it. Now quickly, I'm going to give you a description. Give you a quick description of it. I don't have this mastered, but I'll do a better job. On the left, I think you have the HDMI and SIM slot, 'cause this can do LTE and all that fun stuff. And on the right, there is the proprietary, unfortunately, charging cable, USB, and SD card. And that's it in terms of ports.
Speech on. Take picture. Button. Stop recording video. Button. Stop recording video. Viewfinder. Focus on viewfinder. Focus on copy. 9 minutes. Take picture. Button. 9 minutes. 10 seconds. Screen curtain on. Screen curtain off. Speech off.
Sorry about that. I struggle sometimes because I don't want voiceover coming on randomly. Okay. So you have your normal Focus 14 stuff here. And you have your 8-dot Perkins keypad. You have your 14 cursor routing keys. And then the 2 buttons here, which I'm not 100% sure what they do. Followed by some rocker bars. And one on each side, and they kind of move you in different ways. Then there's selector keys, some kind of bars here. Then there's the panning keys, and in between the panning keys are two left and right shift keys, and then there's another selector. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on all these keys yet, because I've more been playing with the software, but that's that. Okay, so finally for the fun stuff, really quickly we're going to boot it up, and I'll show you. Well, actually first let me describe the ElBraille buttons that are on the ElBraille part of it. You have E1, which takes you into the main, to its little menu. Then E2, which gives you battery status and Wi-Fi information. Volume up and volume down. E3, which gives you the date and time. And E4, which I'm not totally sure what that does, but I know one use is when you're in a special mode, which I'll talk about towards the end. Okay, let's boot it up. Now, I'm going to boot this up, and I'm going to be very quiet so you can hear this. So I'm going to press and hold the power button, which is located to the left, kind of, of the Braille display. It's kind of recessed. So I'm going to go ahead and press that down and hold it. Now focus 14 is on my display.
Lisi 3.2 build 41, JAWS Home Use Edition.
And there is your screen reader. So as you might have guessed, this runs JAWS, and you use JAWS commands to drive this. So for instance, we can do Windows D. Now to do that, it's .48 chord and the letter D.
Folder view list view, not selected ElBraille.
And as you're hearing, you've got your great JAWS speech.
Speech on. Take picture. Button. 12 minutes, 57 seconds.
Okay. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to explore the little ElBraille menu real quick.
Speech off.
So to do that, I'm going to press the E1 key, which is on the top part here. And when I do that, we'll get a menu. So I'll do it.
Menu, email, app.
Email. So that'll probably launch your default email.
Instant Messenger, A.
Instant Messenger.
Skype, S.
Skype.
Calculator, C.
Calculator.
ElBraille Utilities submenu, U.
ElBraille Utilities. That has your... I still like change some of the settings for the ElBraille itself.
My files, F.
My files. You can go into your file explorer.
Text editor, E.
Text editor.
Notes, N.
Notes. That will bring you into the ElNotes application.
Audio player, E.
Audio player. Probably takes you right into Windows Media.
Books, B.
Books.
Office 365 submenu, O.
Now I have this menu because I have Office installed.
Internet browser, I.
Internet browser.
Email, M.
Now we're back to email. So what I'm going to do is
Internet, Office 365 submenu,
we're going to
O.
go in here,
Word, W.
and you'll see that I have Word,
Excel, E.
Excel,
PowerPoint, E.
PowerPoint,
Outlook, O.
Outlook,
Word, W.
and back to Word. And this is all showing up here on my focus. And I'm going to hit enter.
Leaving menus.
Word should be loading. So give it another second here and then I'll try it again. Okay, let's go in there again.
Menu, email, app.
I'm just going to do OW. Type the letters O.
O, Office 3,
W.
W, E, leaving menus.
Ooh, this is the worst of doing a demo. That sometimes things do.
Backstage view.
Oh,
A, creative cover letter design. Single spaced left parent, blank right parent button. Pin status, colon, unpinned. Z1. Blank document button, L.
so okay, finally it loaded. That's the worst of doing a live demo here. Blank document is highlighted, so I'm going to go ahead and press enter or .8.
Document 1-word, print edit.
So as you're hearing your normal JAWS speech that you'd be familiar with. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone down, and I'm gonna start typing.
Hello, comma.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that.
L. E-W. Thank you for watching this YouTube video on the ElBraille NoteTaker from VFO period. I hope you are enjoying TH sign the video period.
So there we go. I was just typing that up. Now I'm gonna do a L chord to go to the top.
Hello, thank you for watching this YouTube video on the ElBraille NoteTaker from VFO. I hope you are.
And it just read the first line. So to read this document in full, we're gonna do an ER chord, which is actually the command that used to be on the Braille speaks. So I'm gonna do it. No?
Hello, thank you for watching this YouTube video on the ElBraille NoteTaker from VFO. I hope you are enjoying the video.
So there you go, it works. So now we will go ahead and we will exit this. Now to do Alt F4, well, let me quickly describe some of these commands. There are a number of modifiers that you can press to execute a normal computer command. So there's ones for Alt, Control, the JAWS key. There are a whole bunch, and I'm not going to cover them all. But .6 is your Alt key when you do a .8 chord. So to do Alt F4, we're going to press .1, which is to tell that we're doing a function key. .6 for the Alt key, and .8, which is the full command, and the spacebar, of course. So 168 chord, we'll do Alt, and then .145 to the 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. 168, and then the 4.
Microsoft Word. Want to save your changes to document 1? If you click quote don't save quote, a recent copy of this file will be temporarily available. Save button, Alt+S.
So the save button, Alt+S, is selected. So to tab, we're going to do .45 chord.
Tab, don't save button, Alt+N.
So there's don't save, and I'll hit space.
Space. Folder view, list view, not selected ElBraille, 1 of 20. Desktop, folder view, list view, not selected ElBraille.
And there we are back on the desktop. Now, the one last thing I'm going to show you is a very neat feature. Let's say JAWS totally locks up and you're not getting any speech and you're just totally stuck and you don't know what to do. On a PC, you'd run for to get sighted help and try and fix it. Well, here, you don't need to do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to do something very daring here, because I want to demonstrate this feature, because I think it's a great one. So we are going to go ahead and exit JAWS. So to do that, I'm going to do 158 chord to tell JAWS that we're doing a function key in the JAWS key. And then again a D or 145.
Quit JAWS dialog. Are you sure you want to quit JAWS? Press enter to quit now or escape to cancel. OK button.
Now I'm going to hit enter.
Desktop.
Oh no, you might be thinking we just quit JAWS. But we're not stuck. I am now going to show you the rescue menu so we can fix the dilemma. Now to get into this, we're going to press and hold the E1 key. So I'll do that now. So you heard a little ding. And now you press down on the rocker bars.
JAWS restart.
There's JAWS restart.
Shut down.
You can shut down the computer.
System reboot.
System reboot. And this is all shown on the Braille display, as well as you can hear it being spoken.
JAWS restart.
So JAWS restart is the option that we want. So to activate that, we're going to press E4. And you'll hear that when we press E4, there'll be a tone, and then
Lisi 3.2 build 41. JAWS Home Use Edition.
there you go. It totally works. Now, I will leave you with one more thing, and that is that we can check our battery and Wi-Fi information as well as the time pretty easily. So if I press the E2 key, you'll hear this.
Battery level high. Battery 97%. Time remaining 14 hours and 35 minutes remaining.
So there's the battery status. Now I'll double tap or double press that.
Charlie at 5. Internet access.
And there's our Wi-Fi. Now E3 is another kind of status key. So if I press it once,
11:04 p.m.
it tells us it's 11:04. And if I press it twice,
Sunday, July 23rd, 2017.
tells us that it's Sunday, July 23rd, 2017. So finally, let's go ahead and power down the ElBraille. So to do this, 168 chord for Alt and function key, so Alt F, and now we have to do the 4, which is 145.
Shut down Windows dialog. Select the option that best describes why you want to shut down the computer. What do you want the computer to do? Combo box. Shut down. Alt plus W.
And now shutdown is selected. So it asked us what we want to do, so we can do all the usual Windows actions. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter for shutdown. It'll be quiet. So, you heard a vibration and you heard beeps. So that's what's very neat about this. When it starts up or shuts down, you're not left wondering what it's doing, because you're getting the feedback and you're getting the vibrations as well. And this is all totally customizable. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up. So So this is a very cool piece of equipment, and it's actually reasonably affordable, especially if you have a JAWS license and a Focus 14 display already. Now, I didn't have the Focus display, so I had to get that as well as the dock. So if you already had that, the only thing you'd need would be the docking station, and then you could turn your Focus 14 or 40, because there's a 40 model, not out yet, but it's coming, into a full note-taking computer. So I hope you've liked this little demo of the ElBraille, and if there's anything you want to see on it, or, just let me know, because I hope to do some more videos on it. And I will address this real quick. You're probably wondering, what happened to your Braillenote Touch? That's not going anywhere. I'm keeping that as well. So you can expect videos on both. So I hope you found this helpful. Any questions, feel free to get in contact. You can find me on Twitter at Gallagher123123, and of course you can always YouTube message me. So you have ways to get in contact. So I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at the ElBraille, and we'll do more with it in a future video, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching.